Hello, Edith. Can you guess who this is? So, the way this is set up, Edith, is I don't think you'll be able to see my smiling face because I got things focused on the computer and I want to be able to show you that, along with the phone. Now, this is my cell phone. I hope it's in view for you, but you notice right here there's a little icon that says settings. See if you can find that on your phone, Edith. Now, if you can't, find a place like this where all your apps are listed. This is where your applications for your application programs for your cell phone. So find where that is. See, like on mine, I just simply swipe up and there they are. And then they're listed alphabetically. So I'll scroll over until I find the S's settings. So if you don't find it on your screen, scroll up until you find settings, then press settings, okay? Now you'll see something that says connections. See that little icon there that looks like radio waves going out, little curves? So this is your connections. So then you press on connections. And then you'll notice that there's one of your options called mobile hotspots and tethering. That's what you're looking for. You're going to use your phone as a mobile hotspot for your computer because your phone is hooked up to the internet all the time. So you tap mobile hotspot, and then here I can I have a choice of mobile hotspot or Bluetooth tethering or USB tethering. So what I want to do is I want to do the mobile hotspot. If you don't have all these options or if you have more, that doesn't matter. We're looking for mobile hotspot. So you just tap that little on-off button right there. Then it turns blue. Now my phone is a mobile hotspot for my computer. Now, since this will be the first time you're hooking your phone up to your computer, there will be certain access passwords that your computer will want to know before it will allow you to hook up to your phone. This is so everybody in your apartment building can't use your phone to connect to the internet because they won't know the password. So in order to find that password, you just swipe down right there. Tap it. And then you'll see that here's my connecting with password. So here's the name of my device. So when we get to my computer, and you'll see this, my computer will list this as one of the spots that it can connect to. So it can connect to my Verizon cell phone. This is the name of my cell phone. So now it's going to want to know my password. See, here's my password. And it's also listed right here. So here's my password. So now I'm over here at my computer. Now on the lower right of your computer, you'll have some little icons down there that allow you to select what website you want to connect to. Okay? So mine shows a little globe. Yours might show those little radio waves that I showed you earlier. So you see where my mouse is down here, Edith? That's where I'm going. So I click on that, and then what will come up is a list of locations that my computer can connect to get to the internet. So the one you want to click on, which will usually be the top one, but it will be the one that matches this right here. It will be Verizon SMG965U-4163. That's the name of my phone. Yours will be different. But notice right here, this is saying, okay, do you want to connect to this one? I'll click on that and say, yeah, I want to connect. Then I have this connect. So when I connect, my computer is going to automatically connect because it recognizes this already from previous connections. But when you click this connect button right here, you're going to get a little pop-up box that says enter password. This is your password. You enter it, uppercase, lowercase, just like they have it. Then you'll be able to get to the internet. Now, anytime in the future you want to get to the internet from your phone, you'll just need to go this far and then connect onto the internet. You won't need to know your password and things of that nature. However, if you do, you're able to do it. Not a big deal, okay? So, you should be on the internet. Now, we won't need the internet for what you're doing with connecting these or narrating these books. So, I'm just going to set this aside. So now I'm connected, no big deal. I can now see down here. I happen to use Firefox to get onto the internet, but here's Windows Explorer that you'll have on your computer. It'll look like this, or Microsoft Edge it's called. You can get on your computer by clicking on that. You can get on your computer by clicking on your Fox Pro icon, wherever that might be on your computer, I'm not sure. But here, so I click on that and this brings me up to my, I've got mine defaulted to bring me up to my website. So my website automatically comes up. So from here I could just say, compose a letter to Edith and say hi. Okay, so you're on. Now, what I want to do now, Edith, is go over a little bit about the narrating an audio book. Now, Bill had loaded onto your computer Audacity, which is this little icon right there. See that one right there? This one right here. It looks like little earmuff types of things with a radio wave going between them. That's Audacity. That's the program we're going to use to record these ebooks in. Now, you also have one of these little microphones that Bill sent you. Yours probably has the legs already attached. I detached mine. Okay. So anyhow, I'll get this set up here so we can kind of go through it a little bit together. Set your legs apart like that, see, and you plug this into a USB port. Obviously, you know that because you've already told me you've been on with it. So I'm going to plug mine in. Now you set your microphone up, Edith, so that it's setting like this. However you want it to face is fine. But get this. This is called a pop shield. What that does is when you ever say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, it will take out the sound every time you say Peter Piper. So you want to put that right in front of the microphone, a little bit away. When you want to speak into this microphone, Edith, you want to keep your distance from the microphone the same. Now, you said that your microphone, when you replay it back, is kind of quiet. That might be because you're this far away from the microphone and you maybe need to be that far away. Anyhow, experiment with that. But I'm going to set this up here, and now I'm going to bring up Audacity. So get your computer set up, get your microphone set up, get Audacity, and we'll bring up Audacity. Okay, I always just click OK. This gives you some help, information, so I just say OK, fine. Now, I think I showed you this on the thing, Edith, but this right here is record. Now notice when you hover your mouse over that, it says Shift R. So if you hold down the Shift key and press R, it will start to record. You don't need to press that. So what I do, I wind up keeping my mouse over here where that's the stop. And then when I'm ready to record, I go Shift Record. That way my mouse is already on the stop button when I want to stop. No big deal, you can do it either way. It's going to work fine. That's just a little shortcut that I did. Now then, right here we have the microphone. Click this down arrow and make sure that did you see where I clicked right here, Edith? I'm clicking right there where it says microphone. There's a little picture of a microphone right there. There's a picture of a microphone, and then there's a down arrow. So you click on that down arrow and you make sure that the microphone that's selected is the Toner TC777 audio. Okay, that's the microphone that Bill sent you. So we've got that selected. Now we go over here. Let me see. Okay, it's right here, I think. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to remember where I was. Okay, now you'll notice this little microphone right there, Edith. And then over here, it shows that microphone with a volume button. So that right there is your recording volume. Make sure that that's all the way over to the right, as loud as it can be. That may be why you're coming up quiet, because that portion right there is set quiet to is not set up all the way. This is the playback volume. So see your playback volume, you want that set up all the way also. So you may be let me just do this here. I'm gonna make a brief recording. Hello, Edith. I hope this is finding you in good health, and I think that this is going to work out great. I can't wait to hear your voice recording Dr. Teal's works in Spanish. Okay, now I stop the recording. Now I can this green triangle right here, that green one, that's to play it. So it's going to play back what I just said. Now, let's see if you can hear this. Hello, Edith. I hope this is finding you in good health, and I think that this is going to work out great. I can't wait to hear your voice recording Dr. Teal's works in Spanish. Okay, now I'm going to bring this all the way back. I'm going to bring that playback volume back, and I'm going to see if that makes a difference for us, Edith. Yeah, you see, I'm playing back right now. You can't hear me. I think that this is going to work out great. I can't hear your voice recording Dr. Teal's works in Spanish. Okay, so you see those. I want you to take this little button right there where it says microphone. I want you to slide that all the way to the right. Then I want you to take this one here where it says microphone loudness. This little blue button, this little blue dot, and slide that all the way to the right. Okay? Then try recording just like I did. Just say anything, doesn't matter. And then play it back. See how it sounds. This is going to be nice. This is a nice microphone. This is going to work well for you, Edith. Now, I showed you on the other the little program there about recording or how to delete and stuff like that. You know, like I can delete that part right there and edit, delete. Now that portion is taken out of it. So you're going to get to that. But here's the thing. When you go to say, okay, and when you record a little something, practice this and then say, I want you to export it. Okay, do not save the project. Export the file, and you export it as an MP3 file. Export. Then it wants to know where you want to export it. I want you to create a folder, Edith. Wherever you can remember, you can create it on your desktop. I just have to assume you know how to create a folder. So create a folder and then export a project into MP3. So I'm going to, I'll show you here. I'm going to export this new folder. I'm going to call it a new folder. That's fine. And then I'm going to export it as an untitled MP3. Okay, I'm going to save it. So this is just for demonstration purposes. So now I'm saving this file. So now let's say that I got to go cook dinner. So I exit this. It's always going to want to say, do you want to save the project before closing? No, I never want to save the project because that's different than an MP3. We already saved the file as an MP3. We don't need to save it as a project. We're never going to save it as a project. We're always going to export it as an MP3. Okay? So now I'm saying no. So now, see, I'm done. So I'm going to go cook dinner. Make a lovely salad with some goat cheese and apple slices and kale. Eat dinner, come back, and I want to record a little bit more because it's kind of quiet in the apartment building, so I'm going to record. So I bring up Audacity again. Now what I'm going to do, because I am not done with chapter 1, I'm going to open that. And now I have a list of recent files. So once you save one, you'll be there under your recent files. But for the sake of it, I'm going to open this file. I've got to go to can't remember where I saved that now. I think well, that's just great, Edith. I can't even remember where I saved that file. I should have paid attention. Let me see here. Anyhow, Edith, my apologies. I can't even remember where I saved that file. What you'd want to do is you want to go back and you want to open that same file, and it'll come right back up. You put your. I'm just going to have to start over here because I want to show you this. This is the first file that I'm going to record. This is chapter 1 as a demonstration for Edith. Okay. Now remember, I'm going to export this file. I'm going to export it as an MP3. There's where I saved the other one, by the way. It was under Documents, New folder. Okay. Okay. So now, let's pretend I'm going to go cook dinner again. I'm going to exit. I don't want to save that. Now dinner's over with. Excellent goat cheese and kale. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to bring up the program again. Now I want to start recording right where I was done before because I want to create new files only on new chapters. Every chapter is going to be its own file. So now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to open it. I'm going to go to Documents. I'm going to go to New folder. And I'm going to open that one that I just did. Okay, so here it is. So now I'm going to put my cursor right at the end of this, and I'm going to start recording right where I left off. Okay, do you see where I'm at over here? That's where I put my cursor. So that's where I'm going to start recording. And then I pick up right where I left off. Generally leave off at a paragraph or something so you know exactly where you left off. A lot of times you'll try and get a chapter done so that you can say, okay, I'm done with that chapter. Now when I come back, I'll start a new chapter. But anyhow, all of this is getting beyond what we wanted to do right now. I want you to get all set up with this. I want you to feel comfortable with being able to export it as recording as an MP3. I want you to be able to hear your recording. I want you to get on the internet, do all of that stuff. And then if we have more problems, get back with me. So, hope you enjoyed that, Edith. We're looking forward to spending the next Feast of Tabernacles with you. Talk to you later.